it's Claire back again. Yes, I am on a roll going through destashes and comparisons, but I am trying to reorganise my display and storage so that I've got everything together rather than some things upstairs, some things down in the kitchen, in the cupboards. And I'm also trying to incorporate back into my main collection my UK indies, which for some reason I'd kept separate, and then I had Arda's nails in a separate display and Prism polish, so it was all getting very confusing, and I'm kind of liking doing the by colour. So I've got a huge big display of red and yellow polishes that are all together. I'll show you the finished display once it's all done, but I didn't realise that I had quite so many polishes in certain colour categories, like for example turquoise and teal. I'm going to have to do in a completely separate category because I had no idea I had this many turquoise and teal polishes. Same today with the purples, the bright purples. I'm going to have to separate them into creams and then different finishes. So there will be a part 1 and a part 2, and now the sun is just jumping everywhere. So we'll try and do the best that we can. On my nails, by the way, is Nailberry Love Me Tender, and I've also added some polka dot glitter from Nails Inc. That's Grosvenor Hill. I'm quite liking this sort of mani hand kind of look. After that huge introduction, let's have a look at my bright purple creams. So I'm going to start off with probably the most unusual. It's much brighter than a lot of the other purples that I have. And this is Jomina. The label's rubbed off this. It is a beautiful, beautiful purple. Every time I swatch this, I think, wow, I must wear this soon. So I might pull this out to wear this month. It is a fantastic blue-toned purple. So that is Jomina. Absolutely not going anywhere. This is a fairly new cream from Arda's Nails. This is Wendy, and I think this is going to be slightly darker, but still a very bright purple. Actually, it's not too far off, but there is just something. There's a pinkiness, even though it's blue toned. There's a pinkiness to Jomina that just really makes it very unique. But that was a beautiful formula, Wendy from Arda's Nails. This next one is an Orly Breathable, and this is called Feeling Free. And this is another great formula, actually. I love this type of purple. This is the sort of Pantone purple from a couple of years ago. And this, again, is very similar. This is Essence Beautiful Lies. And for an essence, it's not as good a formula as the other polishes, but it's a very pretty shade. Next up is Freckles Polish. This is a UK indie brand that unfortunately doesn't make polishes anymore. This is called Blueberry Pie, and it is a fantastic cream formula. It's like a one-coater. Absolutely beautiful bright purple. I just love these kind of shades. I know if Half is watching this video, she's going to be enjoying these purples. But yeah, that is Blueberry Pie from Freckles Polish. And another essence here, this is a recent polish that was given to me by Catherine, Mrs. Cronall, and this is Creating Memories. So it's one of the new bullet-shaped bottles. Again, a great formula, slightly more blue-toned. And then this polish here is Grape Gatsby. Grape Gatsby, I always struggle to say that. And this is from Sosu, and it was sent over to me by Helen over in Ireland. So this is an Irish brand, an Irish indie brand, I think. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful shade. I think this one is probably the closest to the Pantone shade. And this one here is Pucker Purple. And I know that this polish always reminds me of George because I know that it's the polish that she wore on her wedding day. And it is a beautiful purple. They're all very similar though, so there may be some destashing here. So George, if you're looking for a backup of Pucker Purple, let's see what happens. So this last one, slightly darker, but is still a very bright purple. And this is Snugglebutt, one of my maybe 3 or 4 Pretty Serious polishes. I don't have a huge amount of Pretty Serious. It's kind of a bit of a hit and miss brand for me. But this is a beautiful dark purple. Again, this swatch wheel is just mattifying everything, but I will put a second coat on and see if there's going to be any potential for destashing these beautiful bright summery purples. Okay, that is a second coat on everything. I'm really struggling with the light there, but when I catch the light you can see how vastly different these bright purples actually are, first coat I thought I knew which ones I was going to be destashing, and now I'm not entirely sure, but I've got 9 here and I want to try and destash 3. So let's go through them. I'm definitely not going to be destashing Jomina. I've actually only got about half the bottle of this left and I'm starting to panic. I won't be destashing Wendy, a beautiful brand new cream from Ada's Nails. I think these two are actually quite similar. The Orly is a little bit paler. So I'm actually going to keep the Orly and destash the Essence. I will definitely be keeping the Freckles polish. That is a beautiful bright purple. I'm also going to be keeping the Essence that was sent to me by Catherine, Mrs. Cronall. This is a fantastic shade. I'll also be keeping Grape Gatsby from Sosu Polish, but it's very, very similar. But it is actually really similar to Model's Own. So I'm going to send this polish to George as a backup to her wedding day polish. And I am going to keep the Pretty Serious Snugglebutt just because I don't really have that many Pretty Serious. So I didn't do fantastically well there. I only ended up destashing 2 of them and keeping 7. But they are actually quite different from each other. Definitely these 2 can justify, and these 2 I think I can justify. I should really pull more of these out for summer manicures because I just absolutely adore this shade. So let me know what you think and what are your favourite bright purple polishes, and I'll be back in part 2 with shimmers, holographics, glitters, Crellies, all of that kind of good stuff. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.